Welcome to Rebel Wolf Healing. My name is Elizabeth, and today I'm going to do a reading for the sign of Aquarius. This could be in your sun, moon, rising, north node, or Venus, or you can simply relate to the age of Aquarius. It's like that violet flame. If you are one who does a lot of prayer and a lot of meditation, and you're seeing purple a lot, understand there's a message. There is something that you need to know. I listened this morning to Purple Rain. Now, when I like a song, I'll replay it over and over, and I'll listen to the message and I'll receive the message. So I'm hoping that you receive the message. And if you hear that song and feel that song, you're feeling that like heavy energy. Now, the purple flame is all about transmuting negative energy. This is about gaining spiritual insight. This is your crown chakra. This is stepping into your highest self. If you're seeing that purple flame, don't take it lightly, because there's a message there. There's a message. I received the message. You're probably receiving the message. That's why I felt so important to do this purple flame reading. This is Saint Germain. He's an ascended master. I put all the information on my post so you know more of what this is all about. This is about, a lot of times we are trying so hard to release the negative from us, and we can't. And we can't do it solo. We can't do it alone. Like, we can overcome addictions. We can overcome codependencies. We can overcome a lot of this. But to stay the straight and narrow, you need divine assistance. This is not something we're born with sin. This is about learning how to gain like spiritual guidance to get you past that threshold, to really help you with that transformation. And that's the energy I'm feeling. So if you are feeling that purple flame, you're feeling that energy, this message is most definitely for you, my love. Again, thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, your donations. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm sending you so much love and light. And if you would like a personal reading, please reach out to me via email. Spirit, what does Aqua need to transmute? What does Aqua need to transmute? Thank you so much, Spirit. Oh, the golden children. Bro. And then we have the blue flame, same as the purple flame. But let's look at this golden children. This is your inner child. This is your tenderness. This is your rare gifts. Heavy energy, Aqua, lately, if you follow me. A lot of energy of healing that inner child, nurturing that inner child, understanding you're a child of God. You are innocent. And that you do have these rare gifts. Now we have the blue flame that came right underneath. Like, are you serious? This is your awakening. This is your activation. It's time to integrate. It's time to integrate that negative into positive. It's time to turn it's time to turn towards your light. And every time I'm trying to convey a message that's really important, I get choked up. Your transcendence, your transformation is trying to be blocked in some way, but understand you might have a lot of challenges, a lot of problems. Like, why can't I reach the pinnacle? There's going to be challenges. There's going to be roadblocks. Continue tapping into the innocence of you. Continue tapping into your rare gifts, and continue nurturing your inner child. When your inner child is afraid and scared, make sure they know there's nothing to fear. You don't have anything to be scared of. I got you. Heavy energy of, I got you. God's got you. Spirit, how can Aqua invoke this power of this violet flame? How can they invoke it? You just gotta wait, baby. Like, you just have to be patient. It's not time yet. Things are being woven together for you. You just have to be patient. You have to persevere. You have to continue on. You just have to wait. The power that you are so wishing for, whatever power that is, I know for me, my biggest hurdle to overcome in this thing called Earth School was, how can I love myself more? How can I nurture myself more? How can I not allow people's words and actions to affect me anymore? How? Be patient with the process. Be patient with your healing. Be patient with your journey. By you being patient and staying in this, a lot of times people will be like, why do you even believe? You don't even have nothing. Like, what's good about your life? And I'll be honest with you. There is poverty. I don't know where I belong. Like, it's Earth School, I'm so lost here. But what I do have, I have faith. I have belief. I know God is directing me where he wants me to go. It might not make sense to me. My ego me, it's like, what the fuck? But my spiritual me is like, all right, I'm just going to chill, and I trust and I believe. And every day when my needs are met, and let's talk about it, it's basic needs. It's like, I eat every day. I have a place to sleep. I have people who love me, and I love myself. Like, I kind of got it. I'm okay. I'm okay. Now, in this material world, you might look like this person doesn't have anything. That's the matrix. Having wealth does not mean you are doing better than others. It's not. That's what this matrix, if you have money, you're better. Okay. I am no better than the person who's sleeping on the street right now. Because the person who's sleeping on the street right now has something so beautiful called strength, that they can wake up every day being cold, being hungry, and being without. And yet when you flash a smile to them, they'll still smile back at you. They have this beautiful belief. You have this beautiful belief. Spirit, what's on the other side of transformation? Like, action. Follow your intuition. It's baby steps. Like, this thing called healing, this thing called Earth School, is not going to be overnight. Follow your intuition before it even makes sense. You're not alone in that. I follow my intuition before anything else. If I'm feeling this gnawing feeling to move, and a lot of people can look at my life like, all you do is just move. Yeah, okay. All right. My intuition is saying to move, to go. It's on to the next. It's on to the next. It's not so much about and this is the thing, it's not so much about your material world, it's about your spiritual world. So why do you move so much? This is called not having attachment to anything. My attachment is to my spiritual world before anything else. So when God says to move, and he's like, you can only take this much, all right, I'll do it. I go where my energy is receptive. I go where I can continue to elevate. I go where I can transmute negative. Like, if I'm in a negative environment, I don't stay there long. I'm out. Bye. It looks like I'm just moving and going. All right. Oh, well. Oh, okay. This is your journey. And this is your spiritual journey. And I really feel like your journey has a lot to do with healing your inner child, embracing your innocence, acknowledging your rare gifts, waiting, being patient, and then taking baby steps. You're having that action, you're listening to your intuition above all else. Like, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks or says and says, you should do this. There's people in my life that, I'll be honest, I moved away from my children to be with family just to have support. If I decide to move back to my children because that's where my intuition is guiding me, I'm going to move back. Yes, I'm going to be in poverty and it's going to be freaking hard. But my intuition is letting me know that my children need me. And it's about having faith that God will provide. God will provide. My ego says I can't provide, but God says very much different. Spirit, can we please clarify this golden children, this inner child, this tenderness, this innocence? And I don't know why I like seriously want to cry. This emotional. It's the wheel of fortune. This is your fate. This is your destiny. This is how you unlock that wheel of dharma for you, by loving and nurturing your inner child, by embracing this innocence, by really tapping into your rare gifts. And let me tell you something, your gifts might be weird to the regular world. They're weird. People tell me I'm weird all the fucking time. How do you sense another person's emotion? How come you can understand them and feel them? I can feel, I can sense. It's just almost like you saying, you know what? I am intuitive. I have clairvoyance. I have clairdescence. I have clairaudient. I can smell. I can taste. And I can feel. And this is my God-given right. God gave me this gift. This wasn't like I conjured it up. You're not, like this energy. Oh, you're into witchcraft. No, I'm not into witchcraft. I'm into talking to God a lot. That's what I do a lot. What do you do a lot? I talk to God all day. He's probably tired of me. Trust me. Some days he's like, Elizabeth, chill. But there's something here about you changing your fate, you changing cycles, because you're healing your inner child and you're embracing your rare gifts, and you're like, you know what? Yeah, we got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. This is an emotional awakening. This is your intuition. This is your spirituality. Like, bro, by you loving, heavy energy of you loving the child within, because the child within me sometimes is out of control. Like, sometimes I'm like, dude, like, just, she's out of control sometimes, because her mechanisms to survive, they're not that great. She likes to self-soothe with drugs and alcohol. Let's just be honest. She likes to push away the world completely. She likes to be in solitude a lot, but she doesn't know how to choose what is best for her. That's where the adult Elizabeth steps in and be like, yeah, this looks like a good time for right now, but the long term of this situation is not that great. It's about building trust with your inner child, saying, I might say no to you, and you might not understand this no, but trust me, this no is going to save you in the long run. We're not going to be impulsive. We're not going to make decisions based on trauma. We're going to be like an innocent child. We're not going to hold on to our pain. We're going to release the pain, but we're also going to tap into our gifts, whatever those gifts may be. Heavy energy here of like, I do things with my children, like play cards. We go on adventures, and it's like almost like they're at peace and they're happy, because it's like diving into this like solitary moment where it's just me and you, and we're just rocking out. and you can silence the echoes or the voices that are taking over you. Like, I need this, I want this. You don't need anything. You just need this moment right here, right now. You need to be a child. You need to understand your divinity. And maybe it's like, well, I didn't have a huge awakening and I didn't feel divine source with me. You need to get to that place where you can feel divine source. Now, how I found divine source, not great methods. I'll be the most honest with you. My methods of finding God, bro, I don't recommend it for anybody. Anybody. What I do recommend is you understanding that there might be a child inside of you who's very angry, who's very upset, who's very scared, and I want to cry. They're scared. And your job is to make them feel safe and secure. And as you make them feel safe and secure, all of a sudden your gifts are going to come to you. Spirit, please clarify this Ace of Cups. Like, I'm getting super, yeah, Eight of Pentacles. This is you mastering yourself, your commitment to yourself. A lot of people are like, well, when did you get all this? And people will be like, you're all holy now. No, I'm not holy. I found God by finding me. Like, in all seriousness, I mastered myself. I looked up my birth chart and I dived deep into my birth chart. Deep. Because the reason I was born, the time I was born, the moon phase, the planet alignment, you're telling me that's not a secret that I should know? Oh, that's not important? Yes, it is important. Yes, that is important. Where my planets are important. That's my gifts. That's my treasures. I have to dig. I have to look into who the fuck I am. This is your commitment to yourself and to your healing and to your growth and to your self mastery. Know thyself, bro. You're trying to figure out who you are. Number one, do your birth chart. Number two, do Myers-Briggs. Number three, your it lets you know your lines, your numbers. It has a lot to do with like Kabbalah. Um, I'll send you all that information, but I look up all that stuff. I look to see my birth number, my birth chart. Like, I need to know who I am to understand why I operate the way I do. And then all of a sudden you're getting these cues and you're like, oh shit. Spirit, please clarify this mastering. Yeah, because once you master yourself, you have the Ace of Swords. You have this clarity. You have this truth. You have this aha. You have this victory. Victory of yourself. Victory of yourself. In getting to know me, I figured out who my inner child was. And my inner child was someone who's very insecure. They felt very alone in this world. They weren't allowed to be themselves because when they showed them their true self, it was a rejection. Like, oh, you're weird. The minute someone silences your innocence and your gifts is the minute you're on a very hard path called adulthood. Because who you thought you were as a child was diminished by people around you. Like, no, you're not like that. Why are you behaving like that? Why don't you just be like everyone else? Follow the matrix. You don't belong in the matrix. Aqua, you don't belong in the matrix. Spirit, now let's look at this blue flame, this awakening, this activation, this integration. Spirit, please clarify this blue flame. You just want balance in your life. Two of Pentacles is all about your ability to be very flexible, very adaptable. You've adapted to so much. And I'm feeling like you don't need to adapt anymore to your environment. You've done that to fit in. You've adapted. You've changed yourself. You're not adapting anymore. You're making your own world. You're making your own reality. Spirit, please clarify this blue flame. You're waiting on divine source, yeah, because you know there is success, victory, and triumph for you if you stay on the path of trusting who you are, trusting your intuition. You follow your intuition above all else. A lot of people be like, why did you make that choice? My intuition, my higher self, thought it was best at that time. And it was. And it was. Because there was lessons to be learned. There was wisdom to be gained. Spirit, please clarify this success. And I really feel like this, you transmuting this negative energy is your success. Because we have death and rebirth. Like, bro, Aqua, I love you guys so much. But this death and rebirth comes up so much, my love. This is about your transformation. This is about that phoenix rising. This is about release. This is about transition. It's time to transform the old you into the new you. Now, you might have people around you that are holding on to the old you. There's a lot of people who want to hold on to the old Elizabeth. The old Elizabeth, people pleaser, doesn't speak up, rages out, soothes with drugs. That's what they know of me, because that was my pattern. I ran from everything. Everything. I never faced it. I ran. No. This Elizabeth has boundaries. This Elizabeth will check someone real fucking quick. This Elizabeth is not hiding anymore. She honors her solitude. I love being alone, but I also know how to be amongst. Remind people you are not the same person you were before. I'm not this insecure child who feels left out and abandoned and alone. Because at the end of the day, I don't need people. I'll be the first one to admit what I do need is I need God. I need my angels. I need my ancestors. I need that spiritual connection to fuel my soul. That's where I grow in my divinity. I don't grow here on Earth School. If anything, it depletes me sometimes. But in my spiritual world, bro, I'm living it up. And that's what I'm feeling for you. You've already adapted to situations you didn't need to adapt to. No more adapting. Go through your awakening. Go through your integration. There is success. But I'm telling you right now, there is a part of you that needs to be shed. And that shedding has a lot to do with you making your inner child feel secure and safe for you to make the choice, not for them to make the choice. Because their choices are based upon wounds, trauma, and pain. They're going to make bad choices, man. I make bad choices when I'm in pain. A lot. Now we have here how to invoke that violet flame power. Bro, this is the hardest thing you might need to hear. Just wait. Just be patient. Just chill. Things are being woven for you. Just chill. Maybe you have to spend more time healing. Maybe you have to spend more time awakening and activating and shedding and going through this phoenix rising. And maybe this phoenix rising isn't a one-time deal. Maybe you need to, you know how much work it is to master who the fuck you are? Bro, I'm still, every day, I learn a new aspect of myself. There's parts of it I love, and then there's parts of it is like, bro, I don't love this part of me, but I need to love me no matter what. That's a lot of work. Spirit, please clarify this weight. Clarify weight, because we have the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands is all about home, stability, and belonging. Divine Source is trying to put you where you truly belong. You've traveled a lot. You've gone through a lot. Just be patient, because where Divine Source is putting you and placing you is the end all goal. You are going to find a place of sanctuary, of safety, of security, of love, of peace, of sanctuary. The Four of Wands is all about this sanctuary. Maybe this weight is God is like, I just want you to be at peace with yourself. And that's a hard one, Aqua. That's why I always say to you, people say to me, why are you so happy you have nothing? Because at the end of the day, I can be at peace with myself. Block out material. If I can sit in a room and just take time between me and my prayer and my meditation, and all of a sudden God is like, everything you want, everything you need, I got you. I just want you to be okay with yourself. And the most beautiful gift I've ever been given on this spiritual journey is I'm finally okay with myself. I can look myself in the mirror. I don't have to say, you need to lose weight, you need to put on more makeup, you need to dress this way. No, the way I am is pretty good. And I'm happy with it. Fuck what other people think. I don't want to be with someone who has to change me in order for me to be enough for them. Bro, I don't fucking want you. I don't. I don't want to be around people who need to change me in order for me to fit into their life. Like, bro, no. You got me fucked up. Spirit, please clarify this Four of Wands. Powerful reading, my aquas. You guys are so beautiful. Like, I want to cry. And then we have the Eight of Wands. This is about you. Now, the Eight of Wands is a message. Divine Source is trying to send you some messages. Spirit. That's why you need to wait. Spirit, what is this messages? Divine is trying to give you. Divine just wants you to have the Nine of Cups. Divine just wants you to know that your wishes are going to be fulfilled. There is going to be contentment and pleasure. It's almost like Divine is saying, find that happiness within self, and the rest of the way, I got you. This is about you being okay with you. You being okay with you. Like, learn who you are, know who you are, love yourself. Get to a point that if you look in the mirror, it's not this questioning, who the fuck am I? It's like, no, I enjoy who I am. No, I do not have it all. And no, there are things I would love to fix about myself. Don't even play about me. There is a lot of things I would love to tweak. But at the end of the day, as much as I want to fix all these things, I'm still pretty okay with Elizabeth being Elizabeth. Because I know sooner or later, someone's going to see Elizabeth for Elizabeth. I know God sees me for Elizabeth. I see me for Elizabeth. It's about you not rushing anything. This is like your healing journey. Your healing, and the healing journey is serious, bro. Once you start really reflecting and looking within, there comes a point that you stop blaming everybody else and you start blaming yourself. That's where the pain comes in. When you're like, bro, I can blame and say this happened to me, this happened to me, this happened to me. But there comes a point in your healing journey, you're like, man, I allowed that shit to happen to me. You want to talk about pain? Let's not talk about the pain and betrayal of others. How about the pain and betrayal of yourself? This is why your inner child is so important, because you need to remind your inner child, like, bro, I dropped the ball on you. My bad, but I got you now. Rebuilding that relationship with the child you. I'm not even playing with you. It's like a war. it's like these phases of your inner child. You have that inner child, but then it turns to a teenager and it's fucking angry and it's explosive and you got to deal with that teenager. And then when it gets older, it's like, look at what I've done to my life. It's this regret, it's this shame, it's this guilt. It's this constant reminder that just because you failed or I failed you, I always tell my inner child, I failed you, my bad, but we're going to repair it. And Divine Source lets us know that the debauchery that happened in our life is going to be redeemed. We will be redeemed. Every fuck up, every failure, every hardship, we're going to walk towards the light because we're working so hard to find our own light. Remember that. You're working so hard to be the light in your own life. Come on. And then we have what's on the other side of transformation. The other side, after Divine Source is like, wait. Divine Source is like, okay, it's time for baby steps, but it's time for action. This is time to allow your intuition, your highest self, your soul voice, your heart voice to make moves and understand your intuition will not make sense to others at all. Follow your intuition before it even makes sense. Spirit, please clarify this. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Six of Cups. And I love this. This is nostalgia. This is memories. You're remembering your divinity. This is you healing your inner child. But this is also understanding who you were before you were even you. At the end of the day, you're a child of God, right? Who am I? Why am I here? You're remembering this warm embrace. And it's like this warm embrace that you're not alone in this thing called Earth School. I got you. And maybe Divine Source is trying to send you memories of, I'm feeling like this long time ago, not here on Earth School. Divine is trying to remind you who you were before all of this, when he brought you into this world, when he shaped you, when he molded you, and he granted you to walk in this world. You're remembering, like, bro, I am you, you are me, and I can trust that voice in my head because it's not clouded with trauma and pain. I killed the old me. The old me is dead and gone. In a loving way. I let an old part of me die in such a loving way. This is you remembering who the fuck you are, and you are a child of God. You are innocent. You are tender. You have these gifts. You can connect to Divine Source at any given time. This world loves to cloud us with that matrix. Like, you got to work. You got to do that. Your focus should be this, that. No, your focus should be spiritual. The only reason I'm telling you that is because I did that. Spirit, please clarify this Six of Cups, this memory. Yeah, because knowing that you are meant for more and that your intuition and your divinity is the most important thing. Your intuition, your divinity, your memories of being a child of God is going to lead you to happiness, family, harmony, and emotional stability. Like, this is such a powerful reading, my love. And there's things that I need to remind you. We have 10, the Wheel of Fortune. We have 10 of Cups. There is a major closeout here. And after this closeout, you jump right to death and rebirth. You're putting an end. But this end is coming because you're loving and nurturing yourself. You're going through the steps. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. you're this could be a quantum leap, but it took a lot of time for this leap. But now is the time for this leap. Divine Source truly wants you to find sanctuary within yourself. Divine is trying to send you messages that all they want is for you to be content and your wishes will be fulfilled. Trust your intuition, heal your inner child, really pay attention to the messages. And when God says, wait, don't be angry, don't be bitter, don't be like, I don't understand, I'm at a stalemate. Man, there are things you are not aware of that's being worked out for your greater good. Like heavy energy, there are things working out for your greater good. And my energy is like so much good things coming for you, Aqua. It's not even funny. Now let's get some advice from the heavenly bodies. Spirit, what advice do you have for my beautiful Aqua? What advice? Clear, clear. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much. Man, we have the 8th house, scorpionic energy. This is about your transformation, your karma, releasing fears. This is Pluto. Painful. Scorpionic energy is nothing to play around with because it's about shedding and it's about renewal. Like, I'm all about that Phoenix rising. I even have a tattoo of it. That's how important it is to me because there was a point I do need to shed a part of me that no longer serves me and it needs to burn. Can you imagine life is happening for you, not to you? You've been given perfect challenges to highlight the snags of your soul and perfect gifts to support your healing. Can you let every experience of pain or pleasure work through you? Can you absorb every encounter and then let it go? This means loving with an open palm, being open to loss, trusting that divine source will carry you to the next chapter. The physical happenings of your life exist to deliver the medicine you need, and sometimes healing comes in letting go. Surrender and deepen your connection to the spiritual nature of life. Done and done. Like the reading said it, connect with your spiritual world. Fuck the matrix. Your strength is in your spirituality and understanding your divinity. Aqua, I'm sending you so much love and light. And remember that you are loved and you have always, and I mean always, been enough.